Hi, it's Ashley from Ashley's Got Book Excitement, and I thought I'd film my November wrap-up and December TBR. Sorry it's a little late, but here it is anyway. So in November, I managed to read 5 books. Not too bad, not great, just kind of okay. Yeah, I didn't read as much as I wanted. I kind of got into a little bit of a slump-ish, and then I kind of got out of it maybe. I don't know. So yeah, let me just go through the ones that I read. So the first one I read in November is The Book of Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman. I gave this book a 4. I enjoyed it. It kind of reminded me in a way of the Da Vinci Code. I've never read the Da Vinci Code or seen the movie, so maybe that's a stretch. The book was about like these teenagers kind of, and they were trying to find this machine that could talk to God, so they had to decode these letters with these clues in them and run all around Prague. And yeah, it was a pretty good book. I enjoyed it. It wasn't what I expected, I guess, but I liked it, so it got a 4. The second book I read in November, Anna Dressed in Blood by Kinder Blake. This book also got a 4. I was really excited to read this book. I heard nothing but good things, and that didn't work in my favor as much. I think I overhyped it a little bit. Still a very good book. I really enjoyed it, but definitely not as scary as I thought it would be. I wasn't ever frightened while reading it. I didn't have any nightmares or anything like that. A little gory, but I did enjoy it, and I'm going to plan on reading Girl of Nightmares, which is the second book in that series. Yeah. The third book I read was The Body Finder by Kimberly Durting. I gave that book a 3. Actually a 3.5 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. There was half of the book that I liked, and then the other half I didn't like. The half I liked was the serial killer part, finding out who the killer was. The chapters that were inside the killer's mind were pretty cool. But then the part that brought it down was just the Jay-Violet relationship. It was kind of cheesy, kind of I don't want to read about them making out for like paragraphs. Don't really care. So I will read the rest of the books just 'cause, but I don't know. I enjoyed it, just not as much as I thought I would. So I got 3. The fourth book that I read was Lies by Michael Grant. This book got a 5. This series is just fantastic. I really like it. So far, none of the books have disappointed me. This one was especially good because now I have no idea what to believe. No idea. I don't know if the kids can escape the phase. I don't know if they're trapped there forever. The darkness has done very bad things. It's just crazy, crazy. But a very good series, though. I plan on continuing with it, of course. So yeah, go check that series out if you haven't already. It's great. The last book that I read in November is The Dead and Buried by Kim Harrington. I got this book from NetGalley and Scholastic, and I gave it a 4. I enjoyed it. It's a ghost story, but not like Anna Dressed in Blood ghost story, but just like a girl moves into a house, and then she finds out the house is haunted by Mean Girl Ghost. And Mean Girl Ghost used to be mean popular girl at her high school. The only way this ghost will leave her house and leave her life and leave her family and her brother alone is if she gets rid of it. So it's part ghost story, part murder mystery, because she's trying to find out who killed this girl. And I liked it. I felt like I was involved in figuring out who the murderer was, and I did get it right. The killer was. I'm a smarty. So yeah, that book comes out January 1st of 2013, and you should check it out. especially if you already like Kim Harrington. I know she wrote Clarity and Inception, something like that. But I know she already had written books that people liked before. So yeah, that's all that I managed to read in November. So now for December, TBR. I'm just going to stick it to 5. We'll see if I finish them. And I might add, I might not stick to this list. I might add another one in, or I might finish all these and find out I have time for more. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the first one, Struck by Jennifer Bosworth. I'm already reading it. I'm on page 80. I'm liking it. It's good. It's a post-apocalyptic kind of disaster book. Los Angeles has been hit by this crazy earthquake. And there's this weird prophet that's popped up, and he's like preaching end of the world, blah, blah, blah. And then there's this other group called the Seekers, and I don't really know what they do right now. I think it's Stop the Prophet, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, the main girl, Mia, they're both after her. They both want her because she has some type of power, kind of. She's been struck by lightning a bunch of times, and that makes her like they call it the spark. And they're after the spark, so it's pretty good. I will say, it starts after the earthquake has already happened, and I think maybe it could have added a little a little more of a cool factor if it had been like the disaster, if it had started out with the disaster and then gone into like this other stuff. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And the next book I'm planning on reading is Glow by Amy Kathleen Ryan. I won this book in a Goodreads First Reads win, and I decided I should probably read it and review it so I can maybe win another book. I like winning books. It doesn't happen too often. So yeah. What do I know about this one? It takes place on a spaceship. Then I'm going to read Die For Me by Amy Plum. I believe this book is kind of about zombies, but they're called revenants or something. But I know people have liked this book. It also has a very pretty cover. It's set in Paris. Then I want to continue on with my Gone series because I love it so much. And I'm going to read Plague by Michael Grant. This is the 4th book in the Gone series. I think there's a plague happening. I know some characters were sick during and at the end of Lies, so some sickness is more craziness, more craziness. I'm excited for this. I don't know what I'm going to do when I finish the 5th one, because then I'll have to wait for the last one to come out. And that's not going to be fun. No. And then the last book that I'm planning to read for December is Soulless by Gail Carriger. I think this is book 1 in the Parasol Protectorate Alexia Terabody series. It's categorized as steampunk. Yeah, there's vampires, Queen Victoria, so it's in England, werewolves. Yeah, just craziness. I like this kind of thing. This is an adult book, and I'm excited to get started on that. There are 2 other books in this series. So as of now, I don't know how many more, but yeah. So those are the books that I read in November and that I'm planning to read in December. Again, sorry this is up so late, but this is the only time I really had to do it. And that's all I got for you guys. If you film your own wrap-ups and TBRs, tell me below, and I'd love to check them out. I like watching those kinds of things, so yeah. See you guys later. Bye!